What do you envy about the opposite sex? Peeing on the side of the road / the forest without crouching and trying to avoid your pants / shoes. Edit. Okay, I appreciate things like the shoey exist and may consider getting one if I take up more hiking in the future. However, I'd still rather just be able to whip my parts out and do it without equipment. If it makes you feel better, 90% of the time the last bit of pee goes in our pants, no matter what we do. Not having to deal with the monthly bloodbath and all the good things that come with it. It's hard being a werewolf. Ah yes, the two genders, werewolves and vampires. Vampire please, I got lost for a second. We are talking about blood drinking vampires and wolf like werewolves, right? I seriously envy her orgasm. Yep, lasts about 2 seconds for me, then I'm done. There's ways to extend this through breath work and muscle tensing. It works. Being able to play silly games with babies or young children without people automatically assuming you're up to something nefarious. Yes. I told a story on another AskReddit post about how I used to be a summer camp leader, and anytime I would interact with a child, that is more than just talking, I would get dirty looks from the middle-aged women that also worked there. Meanwhile, the girls that worked there could hug the kids, get them to sit on their laps, and show affection, and none of the ladies would bat an eye. One time a girl was leaning against my leg, and I was telling her to stop, but instinctively she would continue doing it after a couple of minutes. When her parents walked in, they pulled me to the side and told me how their daughter touching my leg made them uncomfortable. It made me feel so shitty, people seeing me as a potential predator, even though I just love playing with kids. It turned the job I once found fun and amazing into a job that was stressful and one that I had to be careful with anything I did. They get to wear little mini skirts, but the second my balls are dangling in the wind, people lose their shit. Gotta tuck bro. Tuck them into your butthole. You just made me read that with my own eyes. They can be nice to kids without instantly being seen as some sort of child predator. This right here is a real thing. I know someone who's a kindergarten teacher, and she said it's almost impossible for a man to get into that field, and when they do they are told to never hug a child under any circumstance. But nobody bats an eyelid when a female teacher does it. Sad TBH. When my older boy was in preschool, and I'd go to pick him up, the kids would all swarm all around me. The teacher said that I was the only male some of them would see all day, any day. So sad. When I was a Bible camp counselor, I had this kid on the 3rd day of camp who told me that I was the best dad he ever had. I was like 16, and I had literally known the kid for 3 days, receiving compliments from both genders when post a picture. If I post a selfie on Facebook I'm gonna get 50 likes from the brothers but 0 comments. I made a post and the only comment it got was one of my friends saying you. No other context. They'll never know the pain of going to sit on a bike seat on a particularly warm day and pinching your balls. As a kid you would be in a hurry to get to Billa's house and you would hop on the seat and smash your balls with the force of Gallagher's hammer. Don't want kids and can't afford a vasectomy. Sledge-o-matic. Last time I matched with someone on Tinder was in April. They unmatched me in an hour before I even saw the notification. But it happened. For that brief moment in time you made it. They can never take that away from you. Fashion. When I go shopping with my GF, I always see 10 things I'd wear as a girl to 1 thing I wear as a guy. I'm jealous of casual formal wear. A girl could wear a dress to any occasion you could imagine. But you can't with men's formal wear. I'd look like an absolute idiot if I showed up to the pool in a sunsuit. Plus you can buy a gorgeous dress for like $5 if you catch a good deal. I think there is more variety to women's wear, and I hate that the men's section in every store is at most half the size of the women's, and usually more like 1/4. I've stopped caring about shoes and wear women's sneakers sometimes. That's funny, because for me, it's the other way around. Men's clothes are much more comfortable, often made of better materials, and TBH I prefer what are considered male colors. I just wish clothes were less gendered. I know both sexes can do this, but getting a whole bunch of your friends and sit while people are getting the dead skin off your hands and feet, cleaning and fixing your nails. My wife dragged me once, and I really liked it, but none of my guy friends want to do it. I thought it'll be something cool than our usual sit at a bar drink beer thing. You could go with your wife again. I'd go with that guy's wife. They have a lot more options on what to wear in an office. Us men have one option only, shirt and trousers. I feel sorry for men in the summer when they still have to wear their full suits, but women are able to wear skirts. I remember being on a cruise and there was a dress code to enter the seated dining area, but women could pretty much wear what they wanted, and men had to wear pants. There was a couple wearing the same outfit, khaki shorts and yellow polos, and the wife was allowed in, while the husband was sent away to put on pants. One of the guys I was with didn't pack pants. It was a Caribbean cruise, so he wore a pair of his girlfriend's yoga pants for dinner every day. It's like wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Stupid sexy Flanders. As a girl who goes to the gym, I envy how naturally strong men are, and how it's easier for them to build muscle. I know it's different for everyone, but in general, I wish I could lift as heavy, and I know I could do it, but I'd need to train harder / longer. I never really comprehended the difference in natural strength until my fiance needed help loading some gardening soil into the cart. It was a 40-pound bag, and she was struggling to lift it with both arms. She was able to pick it up, but was struggling. I was able to grab it with one hand with ease. Not super impressive, but still. You're impressive to me, Skywalker. We will watch his career with great interest. I love all the bright colors women can wear and have available to them. I wanted some pink Converse and had to get a woman's size 13 or something. I have bought shirts in the thrift store and taking them home, and my wife is like, that's a blouse. Multiple orgasms. Some of us can't, unfortunately. For me it's way too sensitive after, and by the time it's not, I'm no longer interested. This is exactly how it is with guys. I feel your pain. Yeah, just add a massive existential post-nut guilt after it and that's exactly how it happens with guys. Ah yes, post-nut clarity. It's so bizarre how your mindset changes in literally seconds. Just sat there, after tugging one out, and looking back at your porn in disgust like, I'm so naked, and alone. How did I enjoy that filth 5 seconds ago? Then again, I won't complain too much about post-nut clarity, because rubbing one out before a major decision gives you a much clearer mind. It's also good for focusing. Thinking about entering a relationship? Bang one out. Thinking about moving house? Whip it out, and have a quick session. Considering switching shampoo? That's right, have a lil wank. Their ability to express their mental issues without the same level of skepticism. It's sad that I can't tell which gender you are talking about. Women, don't get taken seriously by medical professionals. Oh, they are always so emotional / hysterical. Men are looked down upon for expressing emotions / being vulnerable. Hopefully Gen Z gets this shit figured out. The media / internet would have you believe PST of us are little shitbags, but from my experience, people, talking acquaintances, not friends or strangers, my age are pretty open and accepting regarding mental health. All but one of mine bizarre Gen Z, and we all know each of the psychological conditions, 2 guys and 2 girls. If it comes up then cool, it doesn't then that's also cool. Men generally don't have to feel obligated to attend baby and bridal showers. I envy that. Not having boobs, and therefore not having to account for them in clothing choices. I mean, small breasts are fine I guess, but once they have a certain size, you're screwed. Most fitted clothes are designed for people with smaller breasts, and won't fit you properly. Clothes fit you everywhere except for your chest, and the ones that do fit your chest are too loose everywhere else, hang down from your breasts, and make you look twice as wide as you are. If you do find something that fits you, people will shame you and call you a slut for showing off your breasts. Well, sorry for wearing a shirt that's my actual size and is not even low cut or anything, instead of hiding inside a sweater that is 3 sizes too big. Also, the astronomical cost of bras and the struggle of having breasts that are not perfectly firm and perky. I just spent the last 10 minutes on Tinder, so how easy it is to find a partner, or at least the abundance of options. To be a 6/10ths male on Tinder is a self-confidence stress test that should be considered a war crime in certain areas. To be a 6/10ths female on Tinder is like attending a dick buffet, but at least you've got choice. For the average guy, online dating is a fantastic way to destroy your self-esteem. Try being an ugly guy. Found the average guy whose self-esteem has already been destroyed. I like you. Thank you for being a good person.